Welcome back, people. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Gag Review. My name is Zaydon. I'm your host, and tonight will be the greatest Simpsons episode ever. Thank you guys so much. Production works really hard every day. Well, thank you guys so much for joining Gag Review. My name is Zaydon, and tonight we have an exciting episode. This is episode Simpsons. And so as you guys can see, I am wearing my Simpsons attire. Okay, I need $7,000 for myself. So thank you guys for joining the show today. It's going to be a super exciting show today. I'm super excited to have a very special guest named KASEY Allen YALE joining the show today. And so I'm super excited. I've been following him a lot. I got introduced to him through a mutual friend. I think it was Will. I forget his name, my engineer. But he's an incredible, amazing artist. And so let's go ahead and get the show started. To get the show started, let's start off with the very first segment, which is Gag Confession. Thank you guys so much. All right, so let's get into the show. Our very first segment, my Gag Confession, is I'm going to be returning back to Hollywood. I'm going to be returning back to gagging with Jason Lee today, actually at 7. I have some things I want to get off my chest, and I want to let Jason know the Gag Nation is still with him at every part of the way. I also want to talk about subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm only at 102 subscribers in less than 60 days. So trying to get to 1,000. So you guys can like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. We're going to get the show started off with KASEY Allen. KASEY Allen, yeah, let's bring him on right now.
Hey, what's going on,
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, just got off work and now ready for this.
How is everything?
It's been amazing. I moved recently, so.
Where'd you move to?
I moved out to Simi.
Oh, it's still in California, but just a little ways on the outside.
Yeah, I'm just 20 minutes out of LA now.
Where'd you used to live before then?
Before I was in Sherman Oaks.
Okay, gotcha. Sherman Oaks. Is that closer or is that farther from Simi?
It was. I was only 20 minutes from work. Now it's an hour commute.
Gotcha. So it's not too bad, but still, kind of far. Well, I want to thank you so much, KASEY, for joining the show. Let me give you a round of applause. Welcome KASEY Allen to the show, guys. He has tuned in and it is live here on Gag Review. So stay tuned. So KASEY, I wanted to talk about, music, and I wanted to talk about your aspirations. And I see you doing all these different things, and you're performing, you have your music coming out, and you have your link tree, and it's like every time I look at your Instagram, I'm always seeing like you're always doing something. You're performing, you're promoting, you're putting your music out there. For the viewers who don't know you, can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and what kind of artist you are?
Sure, yeah. I do pop alternative, I'd like to say. And I rap and do hip-hop sometimes as well. But I came from the rock scene, and I just wanted something else that was positive, and that caught the listener's ear. And so I just started kind of going on this journey looking for this sound of something that's heavy and hard, but yet also nice and positive. I really, my whole thing about my music is that I just want there to be a movement in culture where we celebrate being kind to each other. And we just celebrate, listening to each other and being compassionate. That's really all that this music's about.
Definitely, I would have to agree. One of the big things about, as you know, as you're an artist, is the support from the people. And I feel like music is a gap that brings people together, because everyone loves music. It doesn't matter if it's rock, hip hop, R&B, rap. Music brings people together. It's kind of been a little bit different since COVID, since we haven't been able to perform, and go to the concerts last year, so people can't be brought together. And so it's been kind of, a little difficult for people to, grasp that concept. Um, can you tell us a little bit about what made you do music? What inspired you to do music, and why is it a passion for you?
Sure. Yeah, when I was a kid, my great grandpa was going into the hospital, and I guess I just came out singing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," and it's kind of the last thing that I ever got to sing to him, but it put a big smile on his face. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that night much, but my family would always be like, yeah, it comforted your grandpa so much that you just came out singing. And whenever I was sad, I would sing. And so what I found out is, well, you can write songs that put people away from their current situations and help them deal with their current situations.
Of course.
So that's my inspiration as a believer, has always been to share the love of God in my music, without preaching to you, because preaching gets messy. So I just talk about my relationship and relationship.
Absolutely. You can preach and still sing. There's a lot of gospel artists like I love, like Tamala Maine, Kurt Franklin. And so I get what you're saying, the whole concept of you want to let the music speak for itself. You're not there to, preach a sermon. You're there to, at least bring the gospel of Jesus Christ to the people, encourage them, inspire them, and to let them feel the music, through which he has filled you. And so, I want to touch bases on your grandfather. Was this the grandfather that passed away?
Yeah. Well, so he was my great grandpa.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I was a little kid when it happened. I was like, 3 or 4 years old. But just the idea that you could help somebody by singing to them that's always what's kind of grown for me.
Of course. What are some of your inspirations? Who are some of your artists that you look up to?
Let's see. So I have an eclectic inspiration set. I've got Kendrick Lamar for a gambit of reasons, including his tenacity, his durability, longevity, and of course his wordsmithing. And then you've got John Foreman from Switchfoot. I think he's one of the best writers as far as posing questions and making you think. You got Tom York from Radiohead, Chino Moreno from Deftones. Those are my vocal influences.
I love those.
Yeah.
I love those. Now, I wanted to talk about, the things that you're working on right now, your projects, because I see that you're all over the place. You're performing all these places, and I'm like, dang, like he must really have a good connection with people to get in, because every time I look up, you're always performing. I'm like, dang, he got some connections. He's always on stage. Like you remind me of like Superman Will. Like y'all are always performing like on the stage, and it's COVID, whatever. You're still gonna perform because the music has to go on. Can you tell us about any projects you may have coming up, or any musics that you want the fans to know about?
Sure. Well, you mentioned Superman Will. There is a project coming out. You know about that one, Zaydon.
Wait, I do? Oh yeah, the song that you guys have together.
Yeah. I can't say when yet, but we're getting closer to execution date.
Of course.
And then I'm working on, I can't say too much, but I could say that next year in May, it's going to be one of the craziest months of my life, and there will definitely be a lot of music released.
Why do you say that? What's going on? What's the big secret? Tell
That's
us.
all I can say so far.
Can we get the exclusive on Gag Review today?
Can you get the exclusive? Well, no, because if I told you, then it would give away the whole thing.
Okay, no worries. I'll wait on it, but we'll wait on it. We definitely have to have you back on the show to have this huge announcements. I need to know what's going on. I wanted to talk about the music industry right now and where it's headed.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, I guess in a way, trying to make sure they have all their business sides handled. A lot of people, a lot of my fans were like, Zaydon, why you haven't put on music? Why do you haven't put out no singles? You've been talking about this music for the last 2 years. And I let them know that it's a process, It's not about the race or me trying to race anyone or get to anywhere. It's about a marathon. Okay. As long as you're running your marathon and you're continuing to, promote your brand, promote your business, promote your music, promote a show, those are eventually going to help. But I kind of want to talk about the music industry and about where it's headed. What do you see in the next 5 years for the music industry? Would you say that it's going to be doing great, or would you say that the music industry is struggling right now?
I think what's happening right now in the music industry is birth pains of a brand new industry, because everything's kind of hit this cap. Whereas 10 years ago, you had all these main CEOs predicting that we'd be here now where we are in the current subscription era, we'll say. Because it took a little while to get over the curve, but with all the different marketing emails, everybody now, if they got a system, there's some kind of subscription in there, $1 a month, $2 a month. And so where I think we're going to go from here is disturbing. I think that we're going to have a huge focus on the metaverse that's coming up and about performing in NFT built spaces. I have no doubt that that's going to happen. Whereas then there's also going to be now new pockets of live music, right? Because where now one side of all the musicians are focusing, that's going to leave a lot of room for all these venues. Or maybe there's venues throughout COVID that realized it would be good coming back if we have musicians that will play live music.
Of course.
So I think it's going to be a bit like the Wild West right now, because we're kind of re-engineering the industry.
I would have to agree. Now, for the fans that's watching right now, what is NFT?
The NFT, well, that's the whole. I can't even tell you what the acronym stands for, but it's essentially a piece of intellectual property that could be just as valuable as any kind of cryptocurrency.
Oh, I see. But for the music,
yeah,
you're saying but for music, or is this a cryptocurrency?
No, so it's crypto property. That's kind of the idea behind NFTs. So let's say I've got this shaving cream thing, and I take a picture of it and I make a 3D model, and then you go on your Oculus. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. You go on your Oculus and then you can load up your owned property. No one else owns this 3D image. Only you, Zaydon. That's an NFT.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, I had a friend who I was talking to, and he basically had the same NFT, but they're hologram cards, but they were on the phone, and so like they had to get like special, I guess, privileges to do certain players. But he had these like, imagine like a Michael Jordan like card, it's hologram, it's on your phone, it has your own barcode, your own serial number. That card belongs to you, and people are buying it like hotcakes. I mean, who thought NFT would be such a big thing in the near future? I was talking to my friend today with how the future is going with Elon Musk. Like, he's such a great innovative. Like, he's having the bots. I don't know if you saw this on the blogs, or all the bots built within the next year that it's like human size. You know, they can talk to you, they can get your groceries, lift things, and everything. And so it's looking like the world may come to iRobot. I don't know if you've ever seen iRobot with Will Smith, where they had all the. Have you seen that movie?
Making my stomach turn right now.
Wait, why?
Because iRobot. Do you remember what happened in that movie?
Of course, they eventually got their own subconscious and started to take over the whole robot thing. And so they took over. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Right. But I actually thought of a good idea. I was telling my friend the other day, we should have like a hologram in the house, right? And almost like a Star Wars kind of thing, right? You have a hologram in the house. It pops up, live in your home. Let's say you want to turn on the AC. You wanted to close all the doors. If you wanted to set an alarm. Let's first say, for example, there's a burglary, right? The hologram comes up to you in your bedroom, like, hey, there's a potential break-in downstairs on the first floor. And the hologram will like basically go downstairs and inspect what it is, and kind of like scare the individual off before they actually rob the property. And so I thought of that the other day. I'm like, I kind of see that in the future, we're going to have like these holograms in the home where they can be of use to the humans, helping them in different ways that, it's useful, because technology is evolving every single year. It's always something new coming out and something innovative. And so technology, I think, is going to be the future, especially in this era and how the world everyone wants things fast, right? Like a microwave, okay? You put it in the microwave, you get it heated, next thing you know, dinner's ready. And so I definitely see that for the future, being here. So I kind of wanted to talk about some topics real fast. Have you seen The Simpsons?
I've seen episodes.
So I don't know if you know, but The Simpsons, okay? The Simpsons is paying $7,000 for any individual to watch all 706 episodes from beginning to end and point out any events that may have occurred in actual life. Would you be down to watch the Simpsons episodes, all 706 episodes?
For $7,000?
Mm-hmm.
And point out any of the events that actually occurred?
Yeah, so for example, one of the Simpsons episode had the insurrection on the Capitol way a long time ago. And then next thing you know, like, okay, of course, last year it happened. And so they want to spot out any references that may have happened on The Simpsons that may have actually happened in life. They want you to basically point it out. And then they'll pay you $7,000 along with Disney bundle and free donuts. And so
wait, if you can point out all the references?
Mm-hmm. It's like any events that may have happened on The Simpsons that may have actually taken place in real life.
Did take place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, would you watch The Simpsons episodes from beginning to end?
Sure.
You're like, hey, for $7,000, I'll be sitting there watching that. I probably would watch it too, but the thing is, the animation in the beginning of The Simpsons wasn't really that good. It's kind of like almost like stick figures in a way. And as the seasons progress, they've just gotten better and better at building the Simpsons brand. I also wanted to ask you, have you ever been to Universal Studios?
Yeah.
In Hollywood? Have you been to the Simpsons area where they have like Homer and the whole donut shop? And have you been there?
Most definitely.
That's what your experience was like.
Oh, it's always been one of my favorite areas. I love the 3D ride, with the clown, the escape-away clown. Since high school, that was always my favorite area. And I pretty much every time I go, I get the big pink donut and a Duff beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know what the craziest thing is? I went, I think, like a couple years ago, KASEY, and it's so expensive. I mean, my ticket was like $125 or $135 to get in. And then I was like, okay, I'm hungry. Been on the rides. I want to go eat. And so I actually went to the Simpsons because it looks exactly like this, the actual store in real life. And so I go to the menu. I'm like, oh my God, this burger is $25. $30. And I was like, wow, I have to have it. So I ended up getting the burger. It was actually very, very good. It just was super expensive. And so that's one of my I haven't been to a lot of places. I'm still new to California. Like I still want to go to Hollywood, LA, not Hollywood. I still want to go to Las Vegas. I still want to go to Disneyland, and I still want to go to Hawaii, and Vegas. And so I haven't been everywhere, but I've definitely been to Universal Studios in Hollywood. So I wanted to know if you wanted to perform today.
Do I want to perform? Yeah, I would love to.
Okay, so gag review people, make sure you guys are stay tuned, locked in, watching this episode. We're gonna have an amazing show tonight. Special guest KASEY YALE is joining the show on gag review, and he's gonna give us a little bit of music. I was wanting him to perform today, and so here's my opportunity to watch an amazing artist do what they do. So without further ado, welcome KASEY YALE to gag review. And we're going to give him his opportunity to shine. So without further ado, KASEY, I'll let you take the stage.
All right. Thank you, Zaydon.
I'll make you large so you probably won't see me in the background, but I'll be in the background, okay?
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's find the right beat here. That's the one. Right? Okay, here we go. Pay my mind, take my time. I don't mind. I don't mind. Ooh, I'm falling into what you give to me. Say, ooh, I'm falling into love. Ooh, I'm falling into what you give to me. Say, ooh, I'm starting to give up. Same old world thing, right new I see. Same old nothing to lose. New old some things, never nothing. Always something with you. You got me like, ooh. You got me like, ooh, 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 ooh. You got me like, ooh. You got me like, ooh, 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 ooh. Do 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 do. Pay my mind, take my time. I don't mind. I don't mind. Ooh, I'm falling into what you do for me. Say, ooh, I'm starting to give up. Ooh, I'm falling into what you do for me. Say, ooh, I'm starting to give up. Right there. You got me right. I'm actually gonna switch this song right now.
Yes! Yes!
Thank you. I'm gonna switch this one real quick.
No worries. Go ahead.
It's called Lunar Eclipse.
Okay. I was gonna say you have this album called Day and Night. We need to find out what's going on.
That's right. This is off the Day and Night album. It's called Lunar Eclipse. Somewhere around midnight, I was vibing you. Just hanging on to this mood. Just holding on to this mood. Holding on to this moment that was made for two. Just seeing what you do. Just seeing what you do. I know that we're playing back and forth and I'm on time. You feel what I'm saying? I feel what you're trying. I know that we're making every effort to be right. I feel what you're saying. We're already flying. Just hanging on this, ooh. Just hanging on this, ooh. Ooh. Just seeing what you do. Just hanging on this, ooh. Just hanging on this, ooh. Ooh. Just seeing what you do. Somewhere around midnight, I was vibing you. Just hanging on to this mood. Just holding on to this mood. Holding on to this moment that was made for two. Oh, yeah. I was sitting on the moon. I was thinking about you. I know you always came too soon. When you walk into the room, I was sitting on the moon. I was thinking about you. No, you never came too soon. When you walk into the room. Can you hear it okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Look, I got my ladder like we're at a concert.
Hey, somewhere around midnight, you and I, we can show each other how to try to make us break a fly. I've been feeling so nervous, sober like I've been down. I've been walking around with these bells that don't sound. Lot of better music now. I'm gonna take your heart for sure. You may take mine with your blood. Who knows now with two pronouns? Better keep it all alone now with two pronouns. You and I all alone now. I'm gonna take your heart for sure. You may take mine with your velour. I was sitting on the mound. I was thinking about you. Know you always change the mood. When you walk into the room, I was sitting on the mound. I was thinking about you. Know you never came too soon. When you walk into the room, just hanging on this, ooh. Just hanging on this, ooh, ooh. Just saying what you do. Just hanging on this, ooh. Just hanging on this, ooh, ooh. Just saying what you do.
Yes.
Hey.
Wait, what? Wait, what's the name of that song?
That's called Lunar Eclipse.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that song on the Day and Night album because I'm like looking through. Like, you have like what, 7 songs on that album? I love that. 7 is my favorite number. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to Lunar Eclipse. I haven't heard the full album yet. But that one's I definitely like. Is that the single for the album?
Actually, no. Technically, we didn't release a single for the album.
Gotcha. What's the video that I saw with you like on the beach and you're like at the music video and you're on the beach and I see that you're I think your roommate actually produced the song. What's his name again?
Devin. Definitive.
I keep want to say DirecTV. It's Definitive. But Devin, what's the name of that song?
Oh, you're talking about Got Me Like. You're talking about the one that you're talking about that one.
Yes, the one I saw the music video for. I was like, wow, like that's amazing, incredible song. I love that, KASEY. Thank you so much for performing that on Gag Review. I'm so excited. The fans are gonna be so excited to see the artistry, the artist work. People don't understand, like being an artist takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of patience, and a lot of time to get your music out there. For me, especially, I know you guys, Superman, well, y'all have your music out, Apple Tunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. But for me, it's like I don't have no music out, not yet until next year because I have to have the label, and they have all these rules and regulations. I have to trademark my name so that way my album does come out, the music doesn't get taken or stolen. Because I had one guy say his name was Zaydon, and I was like, wait, what? No way. So I had to basically trademark my name. And so my album is going to be released sometime next year. Because you know that we have a song together called Bay.
That's right.
We have a song together called Bay. I don't know if you guys know that me and KASEY YALE actually have a song called Bay. I heard him sing in the studio, and I was like, okay, KASEY, I have to have you on the song called Bay. And I actually played the song back day by day. I haven't finished it completely yet with mixing and mastering, but I love your vocals on this track. I love how Devin put his little spin on it on the track, and it sounds really, really, really good. And so I can't wait for the fans to hear, my EP Confession Love and Heartbreak and the song of the album called Bae featuring KCL. And so I'm super excited. I'm gonna be having a what do you call that? A launch party, album release party sometime next year when the album comes out. So you're definitely going to be a part of on the stage performing that song with me in front of a live crowd. And so I just can't wait for them actually to hear all the great music, because people like, where's the music? Where's the music? They don't know that I've been working hard to get the music out, but it's a slow process, and everything doesn't happen overnight. Like, I've reached a lot of milestones lately. And so, yeah. But I wanted to close out this interview, and I wanted to have you tell the people, all the fans that's watching the show right now. We have about 50 people watching the show right now. Can you tell the people where they can find you and your Instagram information and everything?
Yeah, totally. Hey everybody, I'm KASEY YALE. You can look me up on Instagram as KASEY Allen YALE. Or you can just Google me, KASEY YALE, YALE like the school, KASEY. And I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Just Google it. It should pop up. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. There you have it, people. Mr. KASEY YALE has been on the show, Gag Review. We want to thank him so much for being a part of the show. And we want to wish him all the great success and happiness, because he is a hard worker, and I see him going very far in life with his music, how dedicated he is. You inspire me. I don't know if I told you, KASEY, but you and Superman Will and Devin, y'all inspire me a lot to be better and to do better, because when Hollywood, the music industry is very small. And so when you find people that do the same thing that you do, who have a passion, who have a drive, and who have a willingness to always promote their brand, I cherish those people a lot, because it's hard to come by. For me, because I'm from Texas, I didn't really have, the music industry down in Texas. And so I came to California, I'm like, whoa, this is a whole nother world. This is a whole nother ballpark. I got to be able to, make the connections, network, promote the music, build the brand. And so I want to say thank you so much. You inspire me, and I look forward to seeing you perform live one day. I saw you on live the other day performing at another event. I was like, dang, I wish I could have been there to all these special events that you have going on. Now, the Day and Night album, it's already currently out, correct?
Yeah, it's out.
Go ahead and promote that really fast.
Okay. If you guys want to check out the Day and Night album, it's on Spotify, Apple Music. It's just Day Night, lowercase day/night, and it's just a red cover with a door on the front.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, KASEY YALE, for joining the show. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Zaydon, you rock. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I appreciate you.
All right.
Bye. As you guys can see, we have another great episode of Gag Review. KASEY YALE just joined the show. I'm so honored and I'm so humbled that he was able to perform today on the show here, because he's one of the few people that I actually inspire me, and I'm always, watching their content, because they're doing music videos, they're on all these social networks, and they're networking, they're performing, and so I'm really excited for him, and I wish him the best in the future. Now let's moving into gag topics. As you guys know, we were talking about The Simpsons. The Simpsons is actually paying people $7,000 to actually watch the Simpsons episode. And so I just wanted to ask you guys, would you guys be willing to watch The Simpsons from season 1 to season now, all 706 episodes? If so, please get the $7,000, because it's just sitting there. I also want to talk about Kim Kardashian possibly dating Pete Davison. As you guys know, it's been reported that Kim has been hanging out with Pete. They've been on a roller coaster. They've been holding hands. And a lot of people have been speculating that they've been dating. And so of course, they always deny and say they were just friends, and but we know the Kardashians how they do it. Okay, they get another man every other week. And so what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Pete Davison and Kim Kardashian are actually dating, or is it just for publicity and they're just actually friends? Um, Speaking of the Kardashians, Khloe Kardashian just caught COVID. Her and her daughter True. As you know, that they are both vaccinated, and obviously they had a breakthrough case. So which both of them have contracted COVID, and so we want to send healing prayers to Khloe Kardashian, and True to get well. I know this COVID pandemic is really stressful these days and confusing for a lot of people. So make sure you guys are staying safe. You're wearing a mask. You're getting vaccinated. Whatever you have to do to protect yourself to make sure that you are here another day. I also want to talk about Kobe Bryant. As you guys know, Kobe Bryant passed away, but even in his death, he's still making millions. He actually invested $6 million back in 2013 or 14 into this Armor soda company. Recently, Coca-Cola purchased the brand, the rest of the stock. I think the 85% of the stock, which Kobe was the second runner-up in the company, and for $400 million. Or I think it was billions of dollars, but Kobe's portion was $400 million. And so, shout out to the Vanessa and the Kobe Bryant family. I know you guys are struggling with this heartbreak. I know the money can't replace your father or any amount of love that comes with that. But at least your kids can at least have something to live off of, and at least be able to show their dad's legacy and be able to grow in a healthy way. And so, yes. And so that's going to be it, guys, for another episode of Gag Review. Oh my gosh, we made it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. Stay tuned. We will have another amazing episode. Episode 6. Next week. We'll have another special amazing guest. So make sure you guys stay tuned, lock in, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay? But we'll have more great topics, more great hosts, and more fun with me. So, until then, you guys stay safe. And remember, Zaydon loves you. Until then, I'm going to see you guys later. In my best Pam voice. Peace.